This isn't even just a Roman.
I am all the questions.
So your best friend has committed a crime. Your best friend, right?
What's the crime?
Okay, so
we're gonna get
asking what's the
Okay, let me finish the fucking hypothetical before you start asking questions.
These are important details.
Yes, we will get into those details. Just this is a simple hypothetical at the moment.
All right, let's
Your
go.
friend has committed a crime. You either snitch on your friend, and he goes to prison for a long time, not necessarily life, or in order to not snitch on your friend, you cheat on your wife. So snitch on the homie or cheat.
What weird system is this? Is this the hypothetical
Exactly.
you're talking about?
That's why I said it's an interesting hypothetical.
That's not interesting. That's just whack.
Exactly. That's the
Do you
point.
turn your friend in, or do you cheat on your wife? What?
Yeah, that's the point.
Why am I cheating on my wife?
I'm making you don't have a choice. It's just one or the other.
Who's it with?
First off,
who am I cheating on or with?
That doesn't matter. Whoever.
Okay, I'll cheat on my wife with my wife. So there we go.
No, you can't do that. That's.
You said whoever. You have
That's
no
not-
details in this. You can't
that's
say
not
who I
cheating.
can and can't cheat on her with.
It's not cheating. See, the
I'll put a
point of
wig
this
on her, call her
hypothetical.
Sally.
The point of this hypothetical is to fuck with your mind, and that's exactly what I'm
The
doing.
only thing you're screwing with my mind is that you left out literally all important details.
No, the important details are.
You didn't tell me what crime my best friend committed.
arguing
Shut
now.
the fuck
Oh,
up
no.
for a second. Your friend committed a crime. You either snitch on your friend or cheat on your wife. That is it. There is no who do I cheat on her with.
Crime.
That's not a bad one. He's going to go to jail for.
Is it a victimless crime or is it a victim crime?
He's going to go to jail for 60 years, regardless.
I mean, is he going to become like
60 years regardless? Nope. No other questions.
60 years?
60 years regardless. 60.
That means he'll be dead. Okay.
Not necessarily.
Okay, considering he's over 30, yes, 60 plus 30 is 90.
Okay,
he's gonna die.
All right, let's make it smaller. He goes to jail for 25 years.
He might still be dead. Who knows?
Yep.
Is he gonna if I cheat on my wife, is he going to be completely?
Your wife doesn't know, and he's completely.
He'll never go to prison.
He's completely negated from everything.
Okay.
But you have to cheat on your wife.
I mean, with those limitations, I could make it work with the cheating on my wife without actually being cheating on my wife. But yeah.
No, you're still cheating on her, 100%. She don't know.
But you didn't say how I was cheating on her. Haha.
Yeah, you're fucking another girl. You have to.
No. You can't just be adding things in at the last second after denying me every detail.
Come the fuck on. That's implied.
Hey, wordplay, good sir. It messes with your minds. That's the whole point of this. Remember?
No, this is implied. It's implied that you're banging her.
He doesn't get that I'm playing with his mind, which is supposed to be more.
No, I understand. I'm just telling you, it's implied.
Yeah,
implied banging.
But I implied something else because that's how it works.
That's not part of.
This is how you outsmart the Sphinx, good sir.
You can't outsmart my hypothetical because it's my.
I just did.
You didn't though. You didn't though because I'm telling you no.
I have my answer.
Okay, let me hear the answer.
I didn't have my answer, dog. I'm fucking cheating. Simple as that.
I thought you were gonna say I ain't married. I can't cheat.
Well, I mean, I ain't married, but
all right, your girlfriend. Like it works.
You
for
ain't
your
got no girlfriend. What are you talking about?
If it's a girlfriend instead of a wife, that makes the answer even easier.
Yeah, I was gonna say it makes it a little easier.
It makes it even easier.
I want to hear Roman's answer.
See,
Roman's
here's the thing.
Roman's snitching.
No.
Roman's snitching.
Roman be sucking.
Like, even Christian is just trying to figure out a way that he can't snitch and also not
Oh no, I figured out at least 5 ways how I could get out of it, good sir. You just don't know.
You're not. You literally have 2 options. It's either you cheat on your wife
I took
by
my 2
having
options,
carnal
good sir.
knowledge. You either cheat on your wife by having carnal knowledge with another woman, or you throw your friend to the wolves, throw them to the cops. One or the other. You have 2 options here. There's no in or out.
I disagree though, because that's not the question you offered.
You can't disagree. That's the question.
But that wasn't the question.
Yes, it absolutely was.
No. The question was, would you rat your friend out and he goes to prison for however many years, or would you cheat on your wife? That was the question. Those were the standards.
Yeah.
You slowly move the goalpost to try to encompass more and more and more.
As I didn't move the goalpost at all. It is implied that is exactly
Roman, did he move the goalpost or not?
You have to lay everything out, homie, when you ask a question.
Roman, did you not imply that I meant when I said you cheat on your wife? Did you not imply fucking?
I did.
I did, but you can also
Okay,
emotionally
so
cheat.
2 out of the 3 people here implies that.
I know. Questionnaires' first thought was the same thing.
You also though can emotionally cheat.
Actually,
That
I
is
rolled
also-
through every
No, that's
possible option.
bullshit. Shut the fuck up.
I mean, if I cheat on my teacher, does it mean I'm with another teacher, or does it mean I'm not doing my schoolwork properly? Like, what form of cheating are you operating off of? You did not clarify.
That is absolutely retarded.
This is how you get out of word games. That's literally how you're supposed to think about them. You break the puzzle.
This is absolutely just not even the same conversation now. Like, that's what's
This is the person who just kept adding paragraphs to the freaking question.
In what way? All I said was...
You clarified that it had to be sexual. You clarified that it had to be 60 years, and we amended it to 25.
Oh my god, dude. Obviously, when I said cheating, I wasn't implying the fact that you're having a fucking coffee date with another girl.
I wasn't even implying another girl at all. That was the ironic part.
That's clearly not what I was fucking implying.
Like, if my wife and I go on a diet and I go eat a donut, I'm cheating on her.
Obviously, that's not what I was fucking implying. Shut the fuck up, dude. You're just being a fucking cunt to be a cunt. Like, you know that's not what I'm fucking...
I like to use my brain on puzzles. It's a puzzle, is it not?
It's not. It's literally one or the other. It's literally one answer or the other. You don't have... There's no outer shell. There's no other anything. And honestly, this question wasn't even meant for you. This was meant for Roman. So there's no other thing out of the ordinary.
Why didn't you lead with that, Roman? This is your question.
Okay, questioners. You fuck another woman or you snitch on your man. What are you gonna do? Questioners, you yourself. Right now. You have one option, questioners. You have one option. It's either you send your friend to prison or you cheat on your wife by fucking another woman. What are you doing? If I have to make it that simple for you, I tried to do it without being vulgar, but now I have to be vulgar because you make me have to be vulgar.
You don't need to be vulgar, but I already said I would self-delete.
I had to because you can't fucking interpret anything.
You could just tell Roman that the question was for him. That would have been good to lead with.
The question was for the panel, but you made it an entirely different question.
I mean, I got my answer out there.
Cammy got the answer. Cammy knew exactly what I fucking meant. So the question was cheating. Cheating. I could have used
cheating to save your bro, or you snitch. That's the question.
I used the word cheating because I didn't want to use the word fuck another woman.
That would have made it much easier then.
It would have made it much easier.
That would have definitely have clarified a lot of things and limits and everything like that.
Okay, questioners, then you either fuck another woman or you send your friend to you send your best friend.
I already answered this like 5 times. You just kept yelling over me.
So what's the answer?
Self-deletion.
Self-deletion.
You can't. It's not one of the answers.
It's literally the only determinate answer for everything.
It isn't. You don't have that option.
Muffler, you must just not have the right bro.
You're not engaging within the hypothetical. You literally are trying to find any way to not engage within the hypothetical.
Well, neither of them are good outcomes. So
exactly my point, which is why it's the hypothetical. Neither of them are good outcomes. Exactly. That's the point of the hypothetical, is that neither one of them is a good outcome.
But you can always choose to do nothing.
You can't, though. Not in this hypothetical.
If this was a video game, I'd uninstall
God
it.
is forcing you to do it. God is forcing you to do
it. God would never force you to choose between two evils, dude.
See, that's exactly. You just won't engage in the hypothetical, which is ridiculous to me. You call yourself the questioners, yet you won't answer the question.
I did answer the question. You just don't like the answer.
Didn't. You said you went with an answer that isn't one. It's an A or B answer. You're answering with C, which doesn't exist.
Well, philosophically, it always exists, but
philosophically, it doesn't. Not in this hypothetical, which is why I'm using a hypothetical.
Roman, what's your answer?
No. What's your answer? Do you cheat on your wife or do you snitch on your friend?
I don't have an answer.
So you okay?
And besides, I wanted to hear Roman because it was for Roman originally anyway.
No, it was for all of you originally, but then it became...
Well, you had said it was for Roman originally, so
I had said that it was an original question I came up with for Roman. However, there's a panel, so I asked everybody. Cammy answered it completely fine.
You just have morals.
You just refused to answer the question.
If I'm an immoral person, I could.
It's an immoral question.
No, don't be spewing that babbling bullshit onto me. I'm just sitting here politely, man.
It is.
I'm poking fun of you.
Purposely, it is purposely an immoral question. That's the point. You have two answers here, A or B. It is purposely an immoral question. Your wife doesn't find out about the fact that you cheated on her, but it is purposely an immoral question. That's the whole point of the hypothetical. Do you throw your friend under the bus because your friend fucked up legally, or do you go against your morals to your wife? That is the moral question here.
I mean, it's not much of a moral question if there's no moral.
It actually is, because most people will say, I'm throwing my friend under the bus.
Except for Cam, apparently.
Sad world. Sad fucking world.
Well, it depends on what your friend did, and then that's where we get into the other thing.
I asked that, but we didn't get anything with that. You just said it was bad stuff.
You wouldn't, because you have to answer the question first before we get into what they might do. This is the whole thing.
That's an impossibility for me.
So
unfortunately,
you want a vague answer, then we deep dive it.
Exactly.
Just to make it more interesting.
That's the point of the hypothetical. You're just not engaging with the hypothetical.
That's not an engaging thing as much as it's an incompatibility with how I can operate from a mental perspective.
So you just can't operate on a hypothetical.
Not just an hypothetical. Normal hypotheticals I am offered.
This is a normal hypothetical. You have two options.
No. A normal hypothetical, details are given and there's possibilities. This is more like a trolley question.
Possibilities.
This is a trolley question. Do you kill one person or do you kill another person?
This is ultimately what it is. This is the most simple form of hypothetical, which is that you have two options with two outcomes. That's it.
That's just the trolley problem right there. That's literally the trolley problem.
We've gone over the trolley problem. It's not the trolley problem. Ask Roman about it. We went over the trolley problem. This is not the trolley problem at all.
Roman, let me ask you then. Is having two options and both of them end poorly not the trolley problem?
The trolley problem was kind of an impossible scenario, kind of sort of.
But it's not impossible. It's just you pick one of the two options.
No, but it has an impossible outcome.
And this is not an impossible outcome? Do a bad thing or do a bad thing?
Totally cheat on no, it's not. You could totally cheat on your wife and have her never find out about it.
That's still a bad thing, though. They're
it's still a bad thing, but I put that as a caveat. It's also still a bad thing to let your friend run free, and
it's a bad thing to kill somebody with a trolley, regardless of who it is.
That has nothing to do with this, though. It is a bad thing to let your friend, regardless of his crime, let's say your friend's an illegal immigrant. That's still a fucking crime So let's say your friend murdered somebody. That's still a fucking crime. It doesn't matter what the crime is. Let's say your friend never hurt anybody.
It does,
Let's
because
say
not all crimes are equal.
Hold on. Let me finish. Let's say that your friend hurt themselves in an accident because they were drinking and driving, but nobody else got hurt. No property was damaged. Nothing else except for their own property, but they still got picked up by the cops. That's still a crime. Nobody else got hurt. Nobody was damaged. That's still a crime. So my point is, hold on, questioners. So my point is, you have either to throw your friend in jail, and or whether or not they're fucking Epstein or they are a random hoe off the street who just crashed their car and hurt nobody. Doesn't matter what the crime is. You're either throwing your friend under the bus or you're cheating on your wife. I'm pretty sure there's a really easy answer here, but you're trying to throw in these nuances that don't exist in this hypothetical. You are in a fucking room and you have two options, button A or button B. That is the point of this hypothetical.
Well, to satiate you, I'll do a hypothetical answer and say A.
That's it. That's the like, but there was no. I'm not trying to fucking gauge anybody here. I'm just trying to.
It's not a gauge. This is how my mind works. I can't answer questions without details. That's just how my.
But when I tell you that there's an A and B and there is no details, you need to answer the question.
Well, then ask me the question. Say questioners A or B.
I did.
Give me that. No. You gave me more details than just A or B. If you're gonna pick that two, then just say A or B and then leave it there. Because then at that point, all I'm gonna pick is a letter or a letter. Because and then in this situation, it's not gonna matter either way. Does that make sense? Like in this situation, the less details you give me, the less, because then I won't care about the question.
You just can't engage in hypotheticals. Yes.
No. This is not hype. I engage with hypotheticals literally all the flipping time. That's not the problem. It's just normally they're realistic hypotheticals, not nonsensical ones.
The whole point of these hypotheticals is that they are nonsensical. Hypotheticals are nonsensical by definition.
No. Hypotheticals are possibilities by definition.
A lot of which are nonsensical possibilities.
I'm not saying you can't have ones that are nonsensical, but that's not the exclusive definition of hypothetical. Hypothetical just means possibly. That's all it means. Like the Star Wars what if or the Marvel what ifs or whatever. That's what it is. It's a hypothetical amalgamation of story of characters and weird plots thrown together, like the Lego Dimensions or whatever that my kid watches. That's all it is. It's a hypothetical.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
And it can be nonsense.
Most hypotheticals exist in reality.
Not necessarily. They can, but not necessarily.
Most of them exist within reality planes, where it's stuff that actually could happen. It just doesn't. What I'm telling you is the point of this specific type of hypothetical is that you do not have choice. You only have two. There is no outstanding things from the other side. You have one option or another option. That is it. You are dropped in the middle of a room. Two options. Which one are you picking? You won't die. No one's got a gun to your head.
I mean, technically.
But you are stuck there. You are stuck there until you pick one. You are stuck in a room until you pick the answer to this goddamn question. If I have to make it this goddamn contrived to make you just answer,
I already answered the question.
I know, but I had to go through all these fucking hoops and hurdles just to get you to say A or B, dude. Like, Jesus Christ. Roman, your answer. I haven't even gotten on to the second hypothetical yet.
Are you my best friend in this scenario?
Sure.
Throw him in the banger.
How long of a sentence are you getting?
25 years.
25 years?
25 to 50. Doesn't matter what I. It doesn't matter what I did.
In other words, more than likely, he's going to die in prison.
Yes, exactly.
I'm cheating then. That's my answer.
Is Rolo one of your exceptions by chance?
No, I just wouldn't want Roland to rot in. I wouldn't want him to rot in jail. You know.
You know what, dude? It depends on what you do, but I'm gonna be completely fucking honest. I ain't cheating. Bet y'all thought I would say I was. Bet y'all thought I would say I was cheating. Nope.
I actually had no idea which one you would say.
Nope. I ain't cheating.
No, I knew him better than that.
I ain't cheating.
No, I.
If it's my wife, my wife, I'm not cheating. If it's my girlfriend, shit, babe, might have to take the bullet for that on me. But like, if you're my wife with kids, if you're just my wife and I've pledged myself to you, like, it's like this in a health type shit.
Well, just remember those details don't matter.
I'm gonna tell my homie he's a fuck up and then be like, sorry, bro. Like, I don't. If you're going 25 to life, then like,
nice knowing you.
Yeah, that's kind of the point here. Is like you're going 25 to life. So it's like, are you hooking up the homie for going to like? You gotta have done something pretty shitty to be going 25 to life.
Or it could just be the government being retarded, which is more realistic. That's the more realistic outcome, honestly.
Yeah, that's the more real. We're talking that you actually get something wrong, though.
I mean, that would be like pay taxes. I'd consider that wrong, but yeah.
You son of a bitch, dude.
Yeah, well, you get what you get with me. Sorry about that.
There's another part of this question, though.
Well, there's multiple different questions. I just haven't heard your full answer.
All of us gave it.
I told you I would cheat.
Wife or girlfriend, just in general?
That's not part of the question.
Yeah, that's not part of it.
You
said wife.
Okay, girlfriend. If you're gonna cheat on your wife, you're definitely gonna cheat on your girlfriend.
Why are we now giving out details when it was a crime against humanity when I asked for them?
Because we weren't through at the first point yet. That's why. You can give out details, bro.
You're killing me.
Okay, so
Wonderless, hello.
Here's the thing, right? Can I?
No.
Am I allowed
No,
to?
You're not.
Can I have two answers, or is there only one like
concrete one? You're gonna cheat on your girl and put the guy in prison?
You know what? I want to engage in this. How do you have two answers?
Okay,
by selecting both of them.
No, because listen, if you're not my best friend, I'm not cheating. But if you are my best friend, then I am.
How about this, Roman? I'm your best friend.
I'm not cheating.
I figured. I bet my best friend would probably put me in jail.
So Wonderless, the question was, your friend is going to prison, 25 to life, your best friend. You can either cheat on your significant other, and they won't know, but you have to cheat on your significant other to get them out of it, or you snitch on your best friend. That's the question. It's a hypothetical. In order to judge logic. So that is the question. Cammy answered immediately. Cammy said, fuck them hoes.
We already established he doesn't have morals, so
No, he's got morals. He's got morals. It's just not ones you might agree with.
That would be the lack of them by definition.
Maybe I just have a good best friend. Come on now.
Wonderless, yo.
That tells me exactly, Cam, that morals ain't your best friend.
Yo, Wonderless is see, here's the thing. It depends on what if it's not anything against like children. I'm sorry,
well, you didn't say what it was. You just said it was bad.
Yeah, it was bad. Whatever it is,
it could have been. It could have been something with children then.
Yeah, I don't know a thing.
No, that's obviously. I think I would assume that all of us would say no to that one, so I didn't even include that.
Well, it doesn't matter because it's hypothetical, so you could say yes to it. It wouldn't matter.
It actually does matter because YouTube will get mad at me if I even mention that as part of the hypothetical.
Okay, but I mean, you could word it in a way that YouTube wouldn't give a crap. But I'm just saying that if it's a hypothetical, it doesn't matter what your answer is.
Fucking obviously, I would just get rid of him myself before the police. Talking about.
Maybe just have a sit-down talk with him.
That's something you talk about. That's something you talk about.
Yeah, exactly. See, Wonderless got it. She's got it. All right. So
because the problem, Wonderless, is you'll never know what the crime is. Just that you have to do something about it. So it could be nothing, or it could be the worst crime on the planet.
All right.
The worst crime in the planet's tax evasion by the government, but
that's what I said.
All right, guys. Here's a fun one.
Wait. These are supposed to be fun.
I thought the last one was fun. I answered in 20 seconds and listened to bantering for 30.
We'll see how fun this is. All right. I want each person to answer in order. So we'll start with Roman.
I'll go last. Go Roman, go Cam, and then end with me.
That's what I was gonna do. So you have two options. You only have these two options.
Okay.
That means it's a terrible hypothetical.
They're not good.
Option number one. You are a fucking hobo. You homeless piece of shit. With 5% chance. 5% chance of gaining a rich man's inheritance. Or
why you gotta do Cam dirty like that?
You live as Hitler for 2 years before the end of the war.
Can I go first?
No, I want Roman to go first.
Roman's first.
What was the ending part of that second option?
You have to be Hitler for the last 2 years of the war.
I mean,
yeah, but like you could change the outcome of the war. You could actually change the outcome.
I'm winning.
No, you can't because he's the reason you're in the war.
No,
exactly.
No, you are
so,
I know, but you being Hitler are the reason there's the war to begin with. Therefore, you didn't really change very much.
Are you sure it was him or not?
I mean, you could change things.
I mean, if you were started before the war, that's different.
Wonderless.
Yeah, Wonderless. This is what I have to deal with.
No. So hear me out. You're a homeless guy, right? You're just homeless as fuck. You're homeless.
5% so low.
5% chance, but you become.
But it's better than Hitler.
You become Elon Musk.
Yeah.
Is it though? That's the...
Is it 5%?
Is being a hobo with a 5% chance of getting a rich man's inheritance really better than Hitler? Yes, the answer is yes.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah. 2 years
we need Roman's answer. We need Roman's answer.
The war was before we really got involved.
I mean,
Roman, this isn't that difficult of a question.
You could have backed it up and surrendered. You could have backed it up and surrendered.
No, I'm choosing to be homeless. For sure.
Really?
Yep.
I thought this one would have really stumped you.
Nah.
It's a pretty straightforward question, actually.
That's really not that hard.
Yeah,
that's really not that hard of a question.
This is pretty straightforward.
Oh, it's definitely straightforward for Gammy. I know it's directions.
He's going Hitler.
Go fucking Hitler. You kidding me? Becoming a world fucking power, baby. Are you kidding me? You hear my name, it's striking fear down to your bones, baby.
Holy shit.
Oh my.
Monday Night Mayhem again.
Yo, I was gonna say, like, you don't have to be mean.
I mean, you already are because you started the actual war, so you already were mean.
That's
yeah, but
that's kind of one of
basically if you stop the war and like if you continue, like if you do anything to alter, if you surrender, you're probably gonna get executed one way or the other. Like
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if you get executed. You just literally just saved so many people. What are you talking about?
I already killed millions of people, though.
Yeah, you've already
killed millions of people.
You didn't. You didn't. Hitler wakes up one day and it's your soul in his body. His soul's gone.
But you said though,
yes,
that
but whatever.
It was 2 years before the end of the war.
Yeah,
when he had already killed millions of people.
Yeah, time's already happened.
Yeah, a lot of shit has already happened, but you could stop it right there and then.
Could you though? Because at that point, other people in your cabinet could probably kill you and take over and continue.
What about the other millions? What about the millions
in his cabinet were already trying to kill him to stop the war? So what if he just came into the war room one day and said, "We're done"?
He might get assassinated by his own men.
That's fine. That's fine. You're still the one that did that.
And then you die for literally no reason because they're going to continue doing everything Hitler's going to do anyway.
No. Okay.
All right. We need questionnaires answer.
No, wait.
I'm homeless.
Wait.
I'm homeless.
Wait.
You don't get
Hold on here.
Why are we waiting? I already gave my answer.
My answer.
Because so
I'm the only one with original thought here.
Immoral thought, yes.
Cam said original thought. He's like, "No, I'm just doing it."
Cam's like, "I'm not even entertaining this as a legitimate question. I'm just throwing it out there."
No, Cam's like, "I've already entertained the legitimate answer."
What's the third question, Roland?
Actually, Wonderless fan, you would be rich or be rich and no morals? That's the question.
5% chance, dude. That's not enough.
Hey,
I needed 100. Anything under 100?
Keep in mind, Cam. Keep in mind that's just 5% chance of getting the inheritance. It doesn't mean you can't be rich. You could still win the lottery.
And that's true. But I'm thinking about the inheritance.
No, you can't add more. This is after the answer's already been given. You can do whatever you want then.
I literally said you are homeless, and the only way you are homeless and destitute, and the only way you're getting money is through this person. That's what I stated.
You said you could be a hobo and have a 5% chance of getting rich a man's inheritance. That's what you said.
Yes, you are a hobo.
Yes, but you can always stop being a hobo by getting a job.
No, you fucking can't imply.
That's a controversial thought right there.
I know, right? I'm the only one here with an original thought, Cam.
You're gonna get in trouble for that one right there.
Oh, I always am in trouble with that.
No,
I'm gonna get TOS for that one.
It takes real balls to be a hobo.
That one's getting striked.
It is implied that if you are homeless in this scenario, you are homeless. That is implied.
And the only way a homeless person's getting rich is craggling pennies off the ground and playing the lottery.
Well, hey, worst comes to worst, I'm a hobo that self-deletes and we're good.
See, that's where we differ. I want to live.
Well, if you're Hitler, you die. So good luck.
Not necessarily.
No. See, I become Hitler and my choices become better.
Doesn't matter your choices. You have to win in order to not die.
You can end the war the next day. You can end the war the next day.
Who's
and
that?
surrendered.
Yes, but if you surrender, you're probably going to die for war crimes.
Okay,
That's
but
not
you
my
still just
plan.
ended the war.
That doesn't matter. That's irrelevant.
What do you mean that doesn't matter?
It
These
doesn't.
are 2 years before the end of the war, before America's even entered.
No, America was in the
No.
war from like 1941 on, Roland. If you're talking two
Yeah,
years,
that war
it'd be
ended in
1943.
Yeah, 2
Like,
years.
the war was multiple years. It wasn't like it was one thing.
No, it was 1939 to 1946, technically speaking, if you count the
That's
numbers.
a few years, don't you know? 7 years.
We're not count. I'm talking the end of the fighting, which was 45. 2 years before that would be 43. We entered the war in 1942, late 42,
Nope.
if I'm not mistaken.
Nope. 41.
We entered the war after Pearl Harbor.
Japanese messed up.
Immediately after Pearl Harbor, 1941.
That was
Yeah,
a
I guess
unanimous thing.
Yeah, no, you're right.
Hitler went to Argentina.
I was a year behind. But still, regardless.
Oh, that's a controversial thing.
But
That's
the point that I'm
crazy.
making is,
Yeah, we know
I'm-
the boat too.
if I'm Hitler in this,
Listen, dude, I'm taking the fucking Hitler one because I could do more good with that. I could fucking end the war.
There's
If
already
I'm
been too
Hitler-
much bad, though.
right? That's kind of what I'm saying. You've already done the Holocaust by this point.
You've already started it. You could stop it and then fucking end the war immediately.
Someone else
But-
started it, and we're
But
ending.
you've killed millions. But you've killed millions, though.
Yeah, but
You
we're
know
not
what
the
I mean?
ones who did it, Roman. You're taking over his body like fucking Danny Phantom, bro. Like, what are you talking about?
But everyone's going to know it's Hitler, regardless.
Yeah.
Yeah, everyone's gonna know it's him. You're correct.
Nobody's gonna know that you took over the body and stopped it.
Yeah, but
So,
this is entirely predicated on nobody's going to know, kind of like the
What do you
first
want,
hypothetical.
glory?
But
What do you
the
want,
problem is
glory? You want
No.
glory for stopping World War II?
no.
Okay,
The only good outcome for anybody who's going to be Hitler is winning the war. That's literally the only good outcome. Every other outcome is bad.
I'm not saying there's a good outcome. You don't have a
Exactly.
good outcome of a 5% chance.
So
of
being a hobo is a better option.
You
That's my
also
point.
don't have a good outcome of being a hobo. You get stabbed the next day.
Well,
by
why
some
wait?
other
I
hobo
can do
who
it the
wants
same
your
day.
cardboard.
What's wrong with you?
You could get literally jumped and stabbed by another crackhead the next day because they want your cardboard, bro. Like,
Sure.
wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be better to stop a world war
Well,
and die that way as opposed to
the
die?
World War that's already in full swing. That one.
I'm pretty sure that the homeless people on the street right now already have a 5% chance of getting an inheritance by some fucking person.
Okay,
Maybe there's
hear me out
one
here,
or
though.
two out there, but
So, Roland, who was the first to fall of the Axis powers, Germany or Japan?
I think
Germany.
it was Japan.
That was
It was-
Germany.
Okay, so
Berlin.
Actually,
fell.
It was Italy, wasn't it? I thought Italy was before Germany.
Well, Italy fell, but Italy fell because they revolted against themselves, and then Germany.
the war would not have ended. Is my whole point. The war would not have ended because the Japanese kept on fighting even after Germany fell.
Yeah,
It took a
exactly.
nuke.
and even if
Stop them.
Germany surrendered, doesn't mean Japan would have.
Japan did.
Exactly.
Exactly. So that meant more people were still going to die.
Less people, though.
Maybe.
And I'm
But
pretty
it's
sure.
hypothetical, so it doesn't matter.
Here's the difference. If you are Hitler in this situation, you don't shoot yourself in the head. They don't execute you. The reason they don't execute you is the fact of the matter that you can literally, therefore, tell everybody to fucking lay down your arms.
So reality.
And that doesn't mean that people will do it.
Doesn't mean that
That's not
people
reality.
will do it. You're correct. Of course you're correct. Of course people wouldn't do it.
And every
Not
every
everybody.
action that is taken will be under your name and title, whether
Still be
you
less
order it or
death.
not.
Will still be less death. It would still negate the nukes.
Potentially. Not
Instead of
guaranteed.
6 million people, only 4 million people died in the Holocaust. Then cool.
That's better than 6. Am I wrong?
Well, we've already established that morals mean absolutely nothing, so there's no good or bad answer.
Let's move on to the next one.
I just find it hilarious that you guys can't see that. It's just like,
well, that's because you're asking the hypothetical in hopes we answer the way you want us to, not in the hopes that
I'm not asking in hopes that you answer the way I want you to. You're just not answering one of the other options. You're saying homeless person. Okay, well, you can't do any good with that.
Well, that was the option. Well, not necessarily. Well, if I'm getting stabbed the next day because of the thing, yeah, that can't.
So no. You are therefore thinking like, oh, well, as a homeless person, I can go and try to find myself a job and all these other things. No, that is not the hypothetical. Within the hypothetical, you are stuck as a homeless person. You do not have the options to go and get a job or all this other shit.
I would have less deaths on my hands or on my body or on my name or
they're not on your hands. They're not on your hands. You literally take over his body and try to stop the war immediately.
And even if I do that, everything that's happening during that time period will be on my hands because I am the person who has given those commands, whether it was me at the time that gave the original order or the ones that are continuing my orders originally.
Okay, you go.
Surrenders don't just pause the game like a strategy game where you hit the escape button and everything stops.
The Holocaust would still happen for a little bit.
And it wouldn't change the fact that the Germans would be very, very anti-Jewish the rest of the time. And if I have a 5% chance of getting the inheritance, doesn't mean that I'm going to live to see it because I'll still get stabbed by a coke addict. So it doesn't matter whether I get the 5% chance of getting money or not.
Wonderless. So this actually did. In the beginning.
Well, you didn't originally. You did not.
Well,
I'm gonna back Wonderless.
All right. Okay. Well, if I didn't, then that is the point of the hypothetical is that it is two shitty outcomes.
Sure.
When I say that you're a hobo or you're a Hitler, I'm not being like, oh well, Hitler could turn a good leaf, or oh well, you could do this and become rich. Like you could go and get a job and a wife and a girlfriend and like end up becoming a rich billionaire. Like, no, that's not the fucking point. The whole point of the inheritance here in this question is that you are stuck as a hobo. That's why I have the inheritance here.
Even if
you had the inheritance in the question,
even if you remove the inheritance, even if you remove the inheritance and go hobo or Hitler, homeless. I would still be homeless. Yeah. It's a pretty easy answer.
No, I try to stop the war.
But whether you stop the war,
I'm not the one. If I had the opportunity to inherit his body for a time right now, if a fucking genie came to me and said you could possess Hitler's body in 1942 and try to stop the war, I'm gonna fucking do it.
Even if it led rise to even worse than Hitler,
I wouldn't know. That's not part of my decision.
I know, but I'm saying if that's the outcome.
I don't know.
You're like instead of 6 million deaths, it's only 4 million. But now another person comes along and does 10 million afterwards. Now it's 14 million instead of only 6 million.
Let's say Roman's homeless, and Roman all of a sudden has the Roman's homeless. You're homeless. You all of a sudden have the money of Elon Musk. You could buy anything in the world. What's to say that you don't become jaded and you become the worst outcome?
Because I have morals.
Same here.
Hitler would tell you
I got Roman's back.
Yeah, Hitler would tell you the same thing.
But we already he has literally no ground or objectivity to stand on. That's the whole funny part about morals.
Well, you would argue with him, but he would tell you that he has morals.
He would yell.
So what I'm telling you is, if you are a person who has come from nothing, right? You are a hobo. You have come from nothing. You're a
we said we would take hobo without inheritance.
Oh, don't talk over me, questioners. You are a street urchin, you are on the street, and all of a sudden, boom, billions of dollars is put into your account. You need to not think about yourself. You need to think about where your mindset would be in that location with that person as that human being. You therefore are now rich as fuck. Your credit card is endless. It means nothing. You can buy whatever the fuck you want. You are going to be vain as fuck. And look down upon all the other street urchins that were right next to you. Don't tell me that's not what a human being would do. What I'm telling you is,
I'm normal or something.
In my opinion, the more moral fact is take control of that son of a bitch body, end the war, and kill yourself. That's or let them fucking take you. That's the way to do it.
Well, that's the way you would do it, sure. That doesn't mean it's the better option. What's up, Arceus?
I don't need the money.
So Arceus.
Roman and I both said together, practically in unison, that if there was no inheritance and we were just hobos, we would still just be hobos.
Yeah, I mean,
You'd rather the rest of World War II go on than end it 2 years earlier.
Because you don't know what the outcome could be 10 times worse.
That's not worse. We're not assuming that here, buddy.
We can't assume anything. It could be worse.
And I also view that any worse outcomes of being a hobo is
there
not
is no worse outcome because you can't do anything.
The point that I'm making is there's nothing worse than murdering millions of people.
You didn't murder millions of people, dude.
They'd still be murdered under your watch because once you assume the body, everything's still happening. It's still in full swing.
Jesus Christ, no, they fucking wouldn't.
If you call the surrender immediately, the second you pop into his body and you say, surrender, you still have months of getting the word to every place and everything's going on during that time period. They don't have instant speed cell phone text messaging systems to tell them. Like people in there's a guy in Japan who was on an island for like 20 some years after the war.
They actually did have very, very advanced communication.
In some ways, yes, but other ways, no. Like it still takes time, like weeks for things to calm down.
Of course it would, but that would not be on you. You called it off.
But I'm responsible for all of them because I'm the leader of the country. All their actions are on me.
You're actually not, though. You have possessed the body of the leader of the country and stopped what the leader of the country was doing. Yes, of course it would take some time.
But I'm stuck in his body now.
No, there would be losses. But you are literally ending a war within a day. The mitigation there is way less losses.
You can surrender though, but the fighting still wouldn't like immediately stop. And also,
actually, it would. It actually would.
Also,
I'll tell you why it would.
I don't think historians would agree with you.
I'll tell you why it would. If they got, first of all, no nukes would ever have been dropped on Japan. Second of all,
that's not necessarily true.
We could argue that because
Japan wasn't going to surrender.
Japan didn't join the war until 2 years before the end of the war.
No, they joined in.
Pearl Harbor, dude.
They were in it.
Like the whole reason America's in the war is because of Japan.
No, I'm sorry, my bad. Fucking No, it still fucking wouldn't work. You could still, because they were still listening to them.
Here's the thing,
well, yes, but when Germany surrendered, Japan didn't.
Japan still kept fighting, right? So, like, the news.
Okay, let Japan still keep fighting. We still have the entire Eastern Front. 2 years of Eastern Front battle where more people died there throughout the world. That's still mitigated. Do you not see that as a fucking win?
I'm not saying it's not a win.
You're still mitigating a massive loss of life, or you're just going to sit there on the street as a fucking hobo. And
we're doing hypotheticals, Arceus.
Because of the possibilities, I would still rather be homeless.
Same.
That's insane to me.
You asked, dog.
He did. Don't ask. You don't want to hear the answers.
Fucking socialists.
What? You think you're calling me a socialist?
You got
me of everyone?
You got questioners and I to unite, bro. That's how you know that this is bad.
I've never been called a socialist in my life until right now.
Questioners will unite with literally anybody as long as it is contrarian to whatever point is being made. So I don't actually take questioners' points to be that serious.
Wow.
Wow. I'm just fucking with you.
Okay.
No, but
maybe Rolo, if you stop having bad takes, I wouldn't be a contrarian.
You're contrarian to everybody.
I am not.
You are.
Crimson and I agree on things all the freaking time. What do you want about?
You, like what? Name one. Name one thing you two agree on vehemently.
We both love free run.
Name something else.
Name one thing. Oh, more than one thing? Move the goalpost.
That's not moving the goalpost.
We both don't like how quintessential
Everybody in my fucking Discord loves free run. You could.
That's probably not true, actually, but. How about this? Rolo, do you like Lord of the Rings movies?
I hate them. I'm kidding. I love
Good. Good. You could be the contrarian this time.
Fuck Lord of the Rings. No, I'm kidding.
Exactly. I just saw those last weekend. It was great.
I wish I could.
In theaters. I was sick too. I was sick. I worked and I freaking went there while I was sick. It was rough, but it was good.
No, but so yeah,
I knew these hypotheticals would be interesting.
See, like, here's my thing. Here's my thing, Roland. It's you have my brain thinking, because I kind of took the route. If you want my honest point of view, I kind of took the route the questioners took, where like it was like, sure, you can surrender, but there's still going to be people put into the gas chambers for like weeks afterward.
Okay,
like,
let's say they're not. Let's say they're not.
It stops becoming any form of a realistic question.
Okay, no, it actually is. Let's say that they. What the fuck?
You have a hard time convincing any historian that they're wrong and you're correct. Just saying.
Well, that's the entire point of a hypothetical. I'm not talking.
Well, I know, but part of that hypothetical is you don't know what the answer could, like, what potentially would be afterward. What would the after effects be?
There is no after effects. That's not the point.
You won't know that. That's the hypothetical does not fulfill whether it will be better or worse. That's the problem with hypotheticals.
That's exactly the fucking point.
You cannot control a hypothetical.
You are supposed to fucking just pick one.
We did. So everyone picked one immediately. It took like less than 10 seconds for all three of us to pick one.
So here's my thought process: is that
and I asked you why.
And we told you.
Yeah,
I was just thinking to myself,
Roman.
No, like, yeah, like I was just saying, you guys were talking about the possibilities, like. I wouldn't even want to, in any form or reason, even if I didn't order it, even if it wasn't me, I would not want to risk being the person
associated with it.
Yeah, like I would not want to be associated with anything having to do with the Holocaust. So I'm staying homeless. I've been there once. I can live with it. So
yeah, you're not the person associated with it, bro. That's not the point.
As soon as you assume the body, everything that happens, whether it's intended or not, is that. But that's how reality would work. I'm assuming reality still takes place. Otherwise, you could do like the whole "I'm going to go back in time and then stop Hitler."
Yeah, in hypotheticals, reality doesn't work the same way that you assume reality to work. Right here, what we're talking about is
you're treating it like a simulation game rather than an actual our
choices hypothetical is. It is literally a verbal simulation. Yes, that's what a hypothetical is. So you legitimately do not have an option. You have two options. You pick one or the other. That's it. You don't know you don't know what the outcome is. You just have to think to yourself, "Oh, I could do this."
And I don't know that the war will actually be ended. I don't know that millions will actually be saved. I don't know that anything I do will have any impact. Therefore, I can have no blood on my hands, or I can have more than one, or more than zero, I should say.
You don't have any blood on your hands. It's not you.
We don't know that because the hypothetical does not allow that.
The hypothetical does allow that because I told you possess the body immediately.
I know, but anything that we could possibly potentially accounted for.
Okay, and
if nothing could happen, then in that case, you could just say I'd be Hitler and I would just pause all of the universe and never let it continue.
You're getting so contrived onto this, bro. Like that.
No, I'm saying that's what happens when you remove structure from things.
I've actually gotten this conversation from multiple different podcasts and multiple different people who have answered this way easier than you two have. You just want to keep fucking arguing it.
No, you keep getting mad at us for picking what we pick.
No. I'm not getting mad. I'm not mad at all. That's the other thing too. You often say, "Oh, you're mad. You're this. You're that," or like Roman earlier saying, "I was crashing out." I wasn't. You're just not understanding my point. Listen, you guys are overly contriving a simple question.
Well, if it doesn't matter what we choose, then why ask the hypothetical?
It matters what you choose, but then when you change the hypothetical entirely into a different conversation, that's not the point, then I'm going to push back on that.
I know, but you said the point of the hypothetical was to ask the hypothetical. One, fair enough. Then you wanted to talk about it. Yes. There you go. So if you ask us, why did you pick this hypothetical? And then we explain the reasoning behind it. You say, why are you adding in details that are not related to this?
Roman hasn't explained shit.
Roman literally said he had the same outcome I had. He even had the same reasons as to why. Did you not, Roman?
What were the reasons? Actually, Roman, what were the reasons?
Because if I am put into the body of Hitler, then one, even if I immediately were to surrender, I still don't know. There would still undoubtedly be people being put into the gas chambers.
We're assuming that you have full control. I said that.
He's assuming you have godlike powers to stop everything.
No, that's not godlike powers, fucking questioners. What I'm assuming is you tell everybody in the German army to stop doing what they're doing point blank. You have that ability. Because guess what? Hitler had that ability. Guess what? When we took down Berlin, they didn't keep gassing Jews.
Yeah, it also took weeks for that to take effect.
Yeah, well, they still didn't fucking stop. Or they still stopped.
They stopped weeks later, yes.
No, fuck you. You know what it fucking meant.
You said 2 years before the war ended. That's still around
2 years before the war ends.
That's still around 3.5 million Jews.
You didn't do it.
No, but
we didn't do it in spirit.
Okay, Roman, so you want to allow another 2.5 million? You'd rather allow another?
That's not what he said.
That is exactly what you just said by saying that. You just said, well, okay. By this time, 2 years before the end of the war, that's 3.5 million. There's 6 million. So therefore, you are like, I would rather not just take control of his body and the war and the shit. Because even still, if they still ended up having people getting gassed and killed, you would still have less loss of life than if the war had continued.
I mean, here's my thing. You could kind of pose it to me as, hey, like, would you want to be Genghis Khan?
The way I did.
So you could pose to me, you can go into the body of Genghis Khan, right?
Nope, I would never do that because I don't give a shit about Genghis Khan. I'm talking about this specific hypothetical.
What I'm trying to say is
Genghis Khan could not go kill everybody he did.
Right, but like the point that I'm making is that
he didn't. Okay.
The thing is that if you put me into the body of Hitler, if like a magical fairy comes and is like, you can be in the body of Adolf Hitler in mind and in body, I still know what Hitler did beforehand. No, thank you. No, thank you.
So you're not going to stop it from doing more of it.
I think you misunderstand what Roman and I are saying. Is it's not a matter of we wouldn't want to stop it as much as we could either have lots of bodies or zero bodies, and we would prefer zero bodies.
So you don't have any bodies at all. The point is, you literally are there and then you're not there. Like,
so you're saying we flicker into Hitler's body and then we flicker out as soon as we stop the war. Is basically what you're saying.
Well, as soon as you're done with whatever you want to do within his body, yes, then you flicker out.
So that then there's no lasting consequences to this, and there would be no.
You return back to here on this podcast, right here.
Sure, but what I'm saying is the hypothetical, like, has no lasting. If you're a hobo, you're just a hobo. If you're Hitler for a day, because you literally go, "I surrender," and then flicker out. Like that's the
not necessarily. This is a hypothetical question where you're like, you have two different options. It's either. So if you become the hobo who's a billionaire, are you going to give all your money away to help people? Are you going to do all this other shit? Like, that's the question. Or
I mean, those are possibilities, but we won't know.
End the biggest war that's ever happened on our planet? One or the other. That's the question at the end of the day.
But what we do with money, if we even had it, is irrelevant because that's outside of the question of the hypothetical, though. You the one who stated those lines.
Jesus fucking Christ. I can't fucking deal with this shit.
Well, I gotta go to bed anyway, so I'll let you guys continue on without me. That'll probably make it easier for you. So, have a good one, Cam. Have a good one, Roman. Have a good one, Rolo.
Peace out, bro.
Hey, have a good one, brother.
Doodles.
Do you have any more hypotheticals?
It's not a fucking difficult hypothetical, dude. It's really fucking easy, actually. I've seen so many different people answer this question. You don't have to fucking belittle the point, fight around it. It's very simple. You stop the war or no? Like, it's that fucking simple. Yeah, of course more people are gonna die. You're literally negating the amount of people that are going to die by stopping it 2 years earlier. That's the whole point with the 2 years. That's the whole point with the 5% chance. The 5% chance is that, oh, you have a 5% chance of getting all of this money. You could do a lot of good with that. The 2 years before is you are the worst person to have ever existed, but you have 2 years before the end of the war to make things right and save a lot of lives. Y'all are choosing the person that sits back and puts their hands on their laps and does nothing, as opposed to the person that takes control of the evil son of a bitch, and then changes everything, changes the course of the world. Sure, more people are going to die, but less people are going to fucking die. Regardless, if you sit there as a hobo, everybody died. It's a very simple answer here. I don't understand this shit.
I just don't want to be Hitler. I'd rather be homeless.
All right, Roman. Here's another hypothetical for you. You just started dating a 40-year-old partner of some kind. Good job. She's sustained. He or she is sustained. Got a good job, house, all that shit. But you also have the option to date this other person, 21-year-old partner, who works at a fast food joint, doesn't have their own house. Not sustained. 40-year-old or 21-year-old?
I do the 40.
Why?
More stable life. It'd be easier for me. I'm at the point in my life.
What about having children? She can't have children at 40.
That's not true. My mom had my brother at 40.
And could she have? Most women can't. Roman, to be honest with you. Do you want more than? Let me ask you this question: do you want more than one kid?
I'd be content with one kid.
What would you like more than one kid? Is my question. Don't try to fight my argument just to fight my argument. Answer truthfully.
No. I mean, in life, I've always thought maybe like one or two, maybe two.
Okay, so let's say you want 2 kids. At 40 years old, your wife isn't popping out 2 kids. It's just not physically possible.
Well, I picked the 40-year-old anyway, just because it's just easier for me. I'm at the point in my life now.
It's easier for you as a 25-year-old to be with a 40-year-old than it is for you to be with a 21-year-old.
Yeah, more mentally mature. 1 and 2, they're more stable in life.
Who are you, dude? You think a 40-year-old? This is where the question comes in. Because we're 25. Do you want an actual relationship with a person, or do you just want a sugar mama?
I mean, you laid out the hypothetical, dog. I would take the sugar mom route any day. Yeah.
Okay, that's my question.
Yeah. Obviously, I want a like.
So you would rather date a girl in her 40s than date a girl in her 20s?
In this hypothetical, yeah. Sure.
Okay. That answers the question. Cammy? If you're here, of course he is.
Do you have any others?
I do actually have others.
All right, sorry about that. I'm back.
Cammy, 21-year-old or a 40-year-old? 21-year-old who works at a fast food restaurant, or a 40-year-old with a house and a job?
Do I have to stick with this partner forever?
No, just which one would you pick?
So 40.
So like the 40-year-old has like a sustainable job. She has a good income. She's got a house. She's just like, established. Whereas like the 20-year-old who is a lot more like, obviously she's much better for fertility, for having a kid. She is super hot, and she also, she lives with her parents and goes to school and has a job at a, let's even remove the school, just has a job at McDonald's, but she's smoking hot. Would you rather a girl who's younger so that you could have more kids with her if possible, and have her be a stay-at-home wife and or support her in getting a job so that she could get a career and all that other stuff, but still like work with her? Or would you rather just get with the 40-year-old who already has 2 kids that are 15? Which we can remove that. Let's go with the 35-year-old. So she could still have kids, but you're 25. You're gonna date a 25-year-old or the 21-year-old?
See, I guess it just depends on if I have to be with this partner forever. See, if it's forever, then I'm picking the young one, of course. I'll fix her. That's what I'll do. But if it's just a temporary thing, I'll just get with the 40-year-old.
If it's
temporary, yes.
forever,
relationship status.
But yeah, if it's long term,
if it's forever, I'm picking the younger one. If it's forever, I'm picking the younger one.
Why are you picking the younger one?
Because she's got more time.
No. Besides time, what factors does the younger one have that the older one doesn't?
Well, it's just time and fertility. That's really it.
Exactly. And you want to have kids?
Of course. I think that's the whole purpose. I think that's the whole purpose of being a man is the drive for reproduction.
Exactly. And you want to have more than one kid, right?
I think
2 probably for you.
Two would be great. Boy, girl.
Yep. Okay, so you want 2 kids. So when we see these women in our generation that happen to just be like, well, I don't need no man, all this other shit. But then they're 29. And they're still not with anybody. Then there's a lot of guys that I know of that specifically I've talked to that, they want kids. And there is a genetic desert, man. It's like people just go, fuck it. I'll just raise somebody else's kid. Like, I've seen that through multiple different people. They're like, they just get with a girl and they love the girl, but she already has a kid, and they didn't ever have another kid. Genetic desert. And that's not even like in a bad way. It's just the fact of the matter of like people just aren't getting together, man. It's weird. It's a very strange thing. Very strange thing. So that's why I ask, because I'm like, that's why this hypothetical is an interesting one. Would you rather be with a 40-year-old? Because if you want to be with a 40-year-old, well, yeah, you don't care about having kids. You would just prefer to just have a wife who is sustainable, who's independent, who can take care of herself. You can take care of yourself. The two of you want to take care of each other. Cool. Fucking awesome. Go for it. But don't expect that 40-year-old to be able to pump out 2 kids. It ain't going to happen. That's the fact of the matter. That's why I asked this hypothetical, which is, do you go with the 40-year-old who is a fucking millionaire, or do you go with the 21-year-old who works at McDonald's, who's just as hot, you're just as into her, she's just not as established? Well, most men are going to go for the 21-year-old because biologically she's more fertile. Biologically. That's just actually a thing. Now, if I'm speaking unbiologically, it's I'm going to have more time with her. Like, her and I will be around together a lot longer together. We can work together on things. Like, that's where people are looking at it mostly. But on a biological sense, both of us have a biological clock, males and females. And that biological clock starts ticking as soon as puberty starts. You start going. Like biologically. You just like, and that's why fucking everybody makes jokes about teenagers being so fucking weird. Like, but once you're an adult, dude, it's just, like, that's why college kids are fucking like rabbits. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
Hence why I asked you this question, because there is a 20-year gap. Now, I would have zero problem dating a 40-year-old. However, I want kids of my own.
Well, I don't mean to interrupt you here, but I gotta hop out of here. It's getting late.
No, you're good, buddy. You're good.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on. It was a blast.
You're not good, Kimmy. You can't leave.
Oh,
yeah.
Am I getting paid overtime?
Yeah, Roman will pay you later.
Sweet.
Yeah, man, I'll Venmo you.
$100 an hour. How
Yes,
long have I been here?
An hour and a half.
Oh shit.
45 minutes.
Shit. We'll just round up and make it 3 hours. All right, boys. Well, I appreciate you guys having me, but I got to get out of here. You guys have a good one.
You stay safe in that snow, dude.
Yes, sir. You guys enjoy it. They're calling for a lot, so.
Well, yeah, we're all going to be doing it. We're all in the same area, so.
Yeah.
All right, bro. Thank you, Cammy. Have a good one.
You guys have a good one.
Thanks, Holmes.
Dude, like, I'm not trying to fucking be argumentative. I'm simply saying, yo, that one question was very simple. Very simple. And I could easily